not just Montana Fouts, but the whole staff.
The whole staff collectively, they are second in AUSL and ERA. They have so much versatility. You've got Montana Fouts that's a power pitcher that can start. Megan Ramos the same, and also a lot of versatility with Dallas Escobedo, Sarah Willis, and Taylor Tinsley.
And we are about to get underway. Rachel Garcia gets the start for the Vaults. And it's hit by Aaliyah Andrews. Good play at shortstop by Tiare Jennings. One pitch, one out. Let's take a look at the Utah Talons starting lineup. And their batting order this evening. We saw Aaliyah Andrews, and boy, Bree Ellis has 2 home runs. That is the entirety. Nobody else has hit a home run on her team.
Yeah, and they were missing her big last series, so it's good to see her back. She's coming off a little bit of an injury.
So Rachel Garcia in the circle to start things off for the Vaults. Has had a little bit of a rough start to her season, has had to make a lot of appearances, eat up a lot of innings. As she faces Jadlyn Alchin. Rachel in her last start, it was a rough one, but trying to get things back on track. Had 9 walks in her last appearance.
Yeah, that's been the difference for me for Rachel Garcia. Just not the dominating pitcher, and obviously to her standards, but she's been still able to keep the Vaults in the game, and she's been doing a good job, but she's just trying to work more mixes to her pitches, not being so predictable. So that's going to be the key for her.
She's ahead of Alchin 1-2. And she gets her with a pitch on the outside part of the plate.
And this is going to be key for Rachel Garcia. You can see her starting to go up in the zone with Jadlyn Alchin, but she'll finish her off with that screw, trying to produce more of a mix, and that gets the job done for her first strikeout.
So 2 up, 2 down for Jordan Woolery, batting third and playing third base for Utah. One of several UCLA alums that are in this league, and particularly in this game. Garcia, also a former All-American in Westwood.
Yeah, and it's just so fun to see all of this come together. Obviously, yes, 2 UCLA Bruins, 2 different generations, and so that's what this Pro League is all about. You get to see a lot of the rookies coming in, seeing how they fare against a veteran, Rachel Garcia.
Yeah, Woolery in her first season fouls one back. Jordan was the Big Ten Player of the Year, 3-time NFCA All-American. 36 home runs and 117 runs driven in last season alone.
Sounds like a video game.
2-1 up top. Michaela Edenfield doing the catching, has been the #1 catcher for the Vaults this season. There's Michaela. Still rocking the different eye makeup for every single game. 3-1, hitters count. It's popped and gets over the glove of Tiare Jennings. So a 2-out single for Woolery. And if you're looking at this field and thinking it's weird, you're right. This is a baseball field where the Texas Rangers AAA affiliate plays. And Jennings is an outstanding shortstop. You think maybe, and you've played on a field like this, you're playing on the grass, does that maybe kind of mess things up spatially for you?
It's just the optics. You got to get used to the optics. Obviously, you're playing on grass. There's a dirt outfield in between till you get to the grass. So as a defender, it's just getting used to your surroundings. Once you get an inning or 2, you get back to normal.
And this will be the home field for Jennings all season. Remember, this is their home opener, played their first 5 games on the road. Kaylee Wyckoff, rookie out of Arkansas, played there for a couple of years after starting her collegiate career at Texas Tech. One of those who transferred out of Tech instead of transferring in.
Yeah. One of the rare ones.
See, Edenfield popped out at the last instant to grab that pitch just off the plate.
And Wyckoff is one of the reserve athletes that was called in last week when Jada Coleman and Hannah Flippen went down. She came in, had some good ABs, trying to provide some offense for the Talons.
That one inside and hit her. So Woolery goes down to second.
And this is a 2-1 curve. Rachel Garcia just trying to work that inner half, trying to establish that zone. Very effective with their curveball to lefties, but this one just gets away from her. Wyckoff on first.
So a ground out and a strikeout, followed by a single and a hit by pitch, and that sets up Bree Ellis, who brings a lot of power. Again, 2 home runs on the season. The rest of her teammates have 0. And that gets away from Edenfield. There's a lot of room behind home plate because it's a baseball stadium.
Yes, and you'll just notice that athletes can only advance 1 base at a time. So still honoring 30 feet behind like a softball diamond.
Yes, the backstop at 30 feet maximum in softball, and this pitch gets away from Edenfield. And that induces a visit to the circle. Ricky Woodard is the head coach for the Volts, has been at Texas State as their head coach for 26 years.
And Woodard just coming out and just trying to calm down the Volts. And defense has been a thing for the Volts. If they can hone in on the defensive plays, making sure that they just play the game cleanly, routinely, that's going to be a key for them.
So the 1-0 pitch to Ellis after the visit takes it for a strike.
It's a good spot. It's a pitcher's count. Rachel Garcia going to that rise in, just trying to establish the inner half on these righty hitters.
And Ellis taking the last 2 pitches for strikes. That's up high. Good call by the home plate umpire, Scott Mayer, this evening. We have Brett Higgins umping at first, Lyndon Baptiste at third. And look at Ellis, terrific numbers early on in this season. 2-2, right up the middle. 1 run will score, the throw home, and they get Wyckoff trying to score from second. So Ellis gets a run driven in, but 1 run crosses.
One of the most elite pitchers in AUSL and leads this Volts team, leads this pitching staff, led last year's team to a championship, and just has been throwing incredible. Hasn't been able to have the run support behind her, but she is the elite of the elite.
Softball fans remembering her well from her outstanding career at Alabama. And you see her last appearance, a complete game. She's thrown 3 straight complete games going back to the postseason last year. Riley Boone, what a pest. She leads things off. And Amina Vega, you mentioned it earlier. Amina is going to be batting third and was picked up out of the reserve pool. And a lot of those players have come up big for different ball clubs. But Riley Boone playing center field tonight. As we take a look at the lineup, there you see Vega leading her team, hitting .412 on the season. Leanne Good taking over at second. The rookie out of Texas, fresh off winning her 2nd straight national championship and finally gets to play close to home here just north of Austin.
Yeah, no big deal. Just a two-time national champion. And no better feeling getting the opportunity to play in her home state.
Boone down 0-2. Jordan Woolery well in at third, almost about halfway down the line.
Riley Boone just possesses so many tools, has a lot of speed. Bunt, slap, she can hit.
And boy, can she play the outfield. Under Fouts' glove, and Boone leads off with a hit.
And Riley Boone is such an energetic athlete. She's so fun to watch and has the most aggressive swings that I have ever seen, and just does such a great job of getting the momentum going for her team.
The most aggressive you've ever seen? That's saying something.
Yeah, she's swinging first pitch. Our last series we saw her, she was going right at pitchers. She'll come at you. She'll come at you.
Goodwin up, and she takes a strike. Always have to be aware of Boone over there at first base. Savannah Jaquish is the catcher for Utah, former LSU Tiger. Jaden Goodwin, rookie out of the University of Georgia, signed with the Bolts in late May, made the squad, and has been starting. Boone took a substantial lead after the pitch, but did not take off. And now the 2-2. Another fouled away. Outfield playing shallow, but it looks like they're really shallow because of the dirt infield left over from baseball.
Yeah, and again, it's just the optics. You just got to get used to it. And as a shortstop or middle infielder, you've got to get used to going back hard. And, you know, you hit that dirt and you think your teammate's going to be there. You got to continue to keep going.
Yes.
Get a little more room.
Laced into left field where Alchin was playing shallow. There's no way they're going to get Riley Boone. RBI for Goodwin ties the game.
And this all starts with Riley Boone just being so energetic at the top of the lineup. Jaden Goodwin just gets a good swing. This is a pitch on the outer half. This is a drop on the outside corner, 2-2 count, and just goes for it. But so much speed with Riley Boone. That puts the Bolts on the board, 1-1.
Yeah, we mentioned how shallow the outfielders were playing, and that came back to bite them as that sailed over Alchin's head for the RBI double. And now Amina Vega, who has been the most dangerous hitter for Texas so far this season, has gotten a hit in all 5 games this year. And this starts the big three, Vega, Binford, and Jennings, doing most of the damage, and very impressive numbers for the rookie.
Yeah, I've been so impressed with Vega, just very professional hitter. This is her rookie season. She's constantly clutch, coming through for the Bolts.
And she also has given them a defensive anchor at third base.
So much versatility. You can literally put her anywhere.
Yep.
Played second at Duke and playing third, and played left the first game that we saw for the Bolts.
Paint in the corner, and Vega goes down looking. The first out of the inning.
And Montana Fouts, she's so dynamic on that outer half. She can give you so many different looks. She gave that rise to Amina Vega, but finishes her off with that backdoor curve.
And now one of the most versatile players in the league, and Aaliyah Binford, starting pitcher, and also has been a very key hitter for Texas. Has a couple of home runs, including against OKC last week, a pinch hit home run. Good one over there at second.
And Aaliyah Binford is kind of one of those athletes that you love to have on your team. Just so much versatility, two-way player. She can pitch, she can hit for average, hit for power. So valuable to this Volts lineup.
Binford also has 3 appearances in the circle as a pitcher. That's hit hard up the middle. Here comes Goodwin from second. And the Volts have taken the lead.
And Aaliyah Binford, she has been so money offensively and just solid. This is a solid piece of hitting, a great AB, a hitter's count, 2-1 count, so you're going to swing aggressive. And she gets it done for the Volts. That puts them ahead, 2-1.
Now, Montana Fouts has already given up 3 hits in this inning and still has only retired 1 batter. That was Vega with the strikeout, and now the ever-dangerous Tiare Jennings. And you see Utah has struggled out of the gate. Over half of their runs have been surrendered in the first inning this year.
Yeah, and that was one of the things for them coming in, is to start strong. They get better as the game goes on, but it's so important for them to stop the bleeding and start strong.
Jennings taking a strike. Tiare hit solidly, but right at Aaliyah Andrews, who grabs it for the second out. So Fouts has gotten 2 of the big 3 out in this inning, Vega and Jennings. And now Danica Coffey, pardon me, their right fielder, coming up. Another left-handed bat. And Montana Fouts had been great against lefty batters, had given up only 4 hits all season against lefties, but 2 hits against lefties in this inning alone, as she finds herself down 2-1.
And Danica Coffey, just another important piece. GM Kat Osterman just says, I think that she can be the key for us. She provides so much offense in the middle of their lineup, a lot of speed, also another versatile athlete.
Fouts coming in at 70 that time. And there you see what we just referenced. She has just torn apart left-handed hitters coming into this game.
And just great location from Montana Fouts, knowing she's ahead.
Under the glove of the shortstop, Beal, but Andrews able to charge quickly, and that keeps Binford from advancing past second. But my gosh, what a start here. 4 hits for Texas.
And hitting can be so contagious. And Danica Coffey just being aggressive with 2 strikes. Knowing that Montana Fouts, you can err on being aggressive. She's always around the plate, but that one a little bit too over the heart of the plate. Runners on first and second for the Volts.
For Sierra Romero, the number 7 batter. Now playing first base, had been at second before Leanne Good came over, after her season was completed with the University of Texas. And Sierra hit her first home run of the season in their last game Monday at the Blaze.
And last time we talked to Sierra Romero, she said she's constantly working on her craft, and just being a veteran and being in the league for some time, that she's constantly trying to tweak things and just keep it simple.
Well, the Texas Volts, this is a team that has had some really big starts and some slow finishes. Opening week against Oklahoma City. Had a couple of big third innings. So 3 hits, 3 of the 4 hits coming on 2 strike counts. And we're at another one here with Romero. And that's worth noting, because opponents coming into this game were just 2 for 19 all season against Fouts. With 2 outs. That script is flipped here, but gets the strikeout with Romero, but a great answer for the Volts.
Garcia has pretty much done it all. All of softball's loftiest goals, she's checked them off. She's a 2-time Honda Cup Award winner for the best college athlete in the country, Olympic silver medalist and national champion. And I asked her, Rachel, why keep going? What fuels your fire? And it's those crowds. The biggest one she's ever played in front of up until that moment were at the Women's College World Series, the top of the sport's resources, audience, and influence. And she goes, that's what excites me about pro softball right now, making it bigger and better, and it's why she keeps going.
Yeah, Savannah, certainly we are seeing such a sea change all across women's athletics, and hitting softball now as well. Vega playing herself a mean third base, gets Becker for the first out. And again, this is the first year that there were 4 teams last year, 2 expansion teams, now a 6-team league. But last year they were all like barnstormers. There were different sites where they played, but when the league came here, the crowds were amazing.
Absolutely amazing, and very strategic with the tour stops yesterday, last year, as they went around the country. And it was wrapped around, the line was wrapped around the building last year, getting in here again. Just a great turnout tonight. And so it just seemed like a natural fit to have the Volts have their home be called Dell Diamond.
So this is indeed their very first true home game, and they are where the teams are playing this season. This is Caroline Jacobson. Closed out her collegiate career at Clemson after starting out at Duke. And was on the Talons championship team last year. They won the championship in the first year of the AUSL, sweeping the Bandits, who are playing in Chicago this year. And Rachel Garcia also, the crowd, certainly she's being energized by that, but she's also one of these ultra competitive players, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. And that's why I, coming into today, was so excited to see how she was going to take the mound, because I know her last couple of starts just haven't gone the way that she has wanted, but pure competitor.
Took a little bit something off of that one, and Jacobson swung through it. And Garcia, I mean, and this is not a title you want. She's like the queen of giving up unearned runs. I mean, the defense has been shaky behind her. The run given up that she's given up tonight was unearned. Right. And her start at Oklahoma City last week gave up 6 runs, all of them unearned on opening day.
Just very uncharacteristic. And I think the thing for her is the walks. That's the thing that stands out to me, is the walks she's given up. And she's just a pitcher that possesses so much control, precision. And so trying to work back to that.
And yes, the Volts do have Nigeri Kennedy in the dugout. Did make an appearance earlier this week, got roughed up a little bit, and she is the scheduled starter for tomorrow night for Texas. And a very welcome sight. They had a depleted pitching staff to start things off. Jacobson draws the 1-out walk. First one given up by Garcia.
And this is a walk on Garcia's drop in, but Garcia trying to go to other go-to pitches. Generally, you'll see her in those pitcher counts, she'll go to those rise, she'll go to her curve, but trying to use her defense behind her a little bit more and going to that drop, draws that walk.
Savannah Jaquish sends one into left field, and at the wall, a very good running catch by Goodwin. Jacobson had to retreat quickly to get back to first.
And I know that this feels good for Savannah Jaquish. Last series was struggling at the plate, just struggling with timing. But this is a first pitch swing, and this gets deep and gets off her bat hard, and that's all you can ask for is hitting the ball hard and being a hard out. 1 out for the Volts. 2 outs, I'm sorry.
Nice running catch for Jaden Goodwin. Taylor Beal batting 9th for Utah. Rookie out of University of Arizona. Still seeing some fluidity with the rosters in the AUSL. We're still waiting for some players to get back from Japan. Unfortunately, injuries occur.
Now, there's been a lot of movement with all of the rosters and just trying to keep up with them all. But I think more than anything, a lot of these clubs are just trying to find the flow, find their core athletes that are going to step up for them and trying to fill those in with some of those reserve athletes as well.
Garcia ahead of Beal now 1-2. Edenfield frames it beautifully, and Beal gets caught looking.